next head coach of the Jets, right? Because that's what matters most. You can't just have fucking dumbass fucking Nathaniel Hackett running the offense. You can't just have fucking, Timbuktu coming in and running the fucking show. Jeff Ulbricht's a good coach. You've always looked at the Jets. You looked at like, fuck. If I had to pick somebody on the team, who would I want to be the coach? I would have said Brant Boyer, but that's because I'm a dumb Jets fan, and I love Brant Boyer, who is a special teams coach for the Jets. And I would say Brant Boyer because he is so fucking good at coaching the special teams. I mean, how many head coaches are amazing for special teams? But that's besides the point. Jeff Ulbrich, what does he bring to the Jets? Defense, baby. Motherfucking defense. Okay? The Jets struggle so mightily right now on offense because the pieces aren't clicking. Right? So once they get the pieces going, sure, hopefully they have a good offense. But that's not the truth right now. Right now the truth is the offense is subpar. So what do they need? Defense. And this is exactly what they get. Jeff Ulbrich is going to run this shit. The players already respect him. I think he's been the defensive coordinator for like 3 years now at some point. However long Salah has been the head coach, Ulbrich has been his defensive coordinator. So the players know him, right? Everybody who was drafted by this guy. All the defensive players signed by this guy, right? The offensive guys always chirping at Jeff Ulbrich. So they know him. They know Jeff Ulbrich. So that's not really a main concern. Okay, my concern comes from stuff like this. If you just go on Twitter... The number one problem with Robert Salah, and the reason why I'm most excited he got fired, is because he is so into the social media aspect of, like, just the world. Like, he's just a social media guy. So when you look at what he does, like, he reads Connor Hughes' tweets. He reads Jets videos tweets, and that's the issue with him. So this stuff tends to blow up a lot, where if you looked just yesterday, there was people saying, oh, Brees can't be fucking, we got to bench Brees. We got to bench, fucking Aaron Rodgers, Tyrod Taylor. All that shit Robert Saleh reads. So I'm most excited just to be fucking a solid fucking shutdown team. Like, we got embarrassed by fucking Sean Payton. You know what I mean? And there's a reason for that. And that's because Robert Saleh doesn't know what he's doing. And he's too focused on the wrong things. Where I feel Jeff Ulbrich offers such a fucking down-to-earth, realistic, like, attitude just from watching like one Jets drive. Honestly, I've never fucking met the guy. I don't fucking know the guy. But just from watching and seeing what he's done, being a fucking diehard fan for however long, he's a fucking dope ass guy. I thought Robert Saleh was going to be a fucking sick head coach. Looking at what he did for San Francisco. You know what I mean? But I really think Jeff Ulbrich has a better chance at least, stopping the fucking run or blitzing a little bit or whatever. Like, that's kind of the main issue with Salah, is that his whole philosophy was just so wrong. His whole philosophy, not that it was wrong, it just didn't work. It did not work in the NFL. Like, his whole thing of, we got sauce on one side over here. Yeah, Jeff Ulbrich might do the same thing, but hopefully he saw Robert Saleh make all these trash mistakes, and he realizes, okay, I can't do the same thing. I can't keep Sauce Gardner on one side of the field. You know what I mean? I got to keep Will McDonald in the game. I'm not doing this bullshit where I got Michael Clemens fucking running and headhunting just to fucking sock somebody out of bounds and give us a fucking penalty. Thank God that didn't happen this week. Doesn't matter. The Jets lost anyway. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. One play is inside the game. But hopefully, you start to see things like let's pull up this Dan Orlovsky tweet that I saw yesterday, where essentially they had Braylon Allen 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Where's Dan Orlovsky at? Dan, how do you spell him? Orlovsky, right? The quarterback on NFL Network or something. Follower of Jesus. Let's go. So, he has probably posted a lot since. Go Cowboys. Where's the Jets at? Here we go. Blow my mind.
What happened?
So, this is the kind of stuff that is wrong with the Jets, right? This is the kind of stuff that we can't let happen. Where if you listen to this video, Orlovsky basically explains what goes on is, Braylon Allen's 9 yards. Look where the line of scrimmage is. Let's just count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards in the backfield. What the fuck is he doing? He needs 2 yards. You basically just gave him 12 yards to the line of scrimmage. So this is exactly what I'm saying, dude. His whole philosophy is wrong. He has no idea what he's doing. Wrong thing. He has no idea what he's doing. and obviously that's Nathaniel Hackett, That's not Robert Saleh. But that shit's not going to happen with somebody who says, holy shit, what the fuck are we doing? Look at this, Salah trending. Let's go. Dude, Monday night's going to be crazy. They're just going to blow his head off. But I'm super excited for this. Because you couldn't continue what the Jets were doing. Like I said, Salah's whole philosophy was wrong on football. he was such a defensive coordinator that he couldn't think outside of the X's and O's, and he got so lost in the big things like the social media aspects of it that is what would lead him to fail. Every time, like the Broncos game, he was thinking the whole time, I got to beat Sean Payton, I got to beat Sean Payton, I got to beat Sean Payton. So he was so conservative about how he played that when they opened the ball up, it was like, oh shit, they're throwing the ball? Like, who gives a fuck? We got this on lockdown. Look at this, dude. Like, you knew that this guy was in motherfucking trouble. Especially watching the game, you couldn't help but notice all of the fucking little inconvenient things that happen that as a fan you try to wipe over and you kind of wash away because you're like, fuck it, dude, whatever. That's just football. But all those things stack up and they build, and that's exactly why I got him fired. And Woody Johnson hears this shit too. The owner of the Jets, he hears this shit. He's not a dumbass. His company's worth fucking millions, maybe billions of dollars. I really don't know, but he's worth billions of dollars. He doesn't not see this shit. He's not a fucking idiot. So I'm really happy that they went with this move specifically. Because like I said, Jeff Ulbrich, dude, he is at least somebody who's going to be down to earth, consistent. The last head coach to be fired 5 games regular season was Matt Rule. Obviously, that didn't turn out too well for the Panthers in the end. But if you look at it, that's only one time. You can't just take the one thing. It's kind of a little bit of bias there too as well. But yeah, Jeff Ulbrich, man, I really think that's going to be a great, great turning point for the Jets. Because just what he offers as a defensive coordinator, and hopefully he sees from Robert Saleh's mistakes of, okay, I can't just be a fucking, what's it called? Like the head. I can't just be the head. I have to have my finger in, like, okay, defense, let's call plays, or offense, let's do this on 4th down. You know what I mean? Saleh's very much a facilitator into where he lets, like, Jeff Ulbrich and Nathaniel Hackett do the whole kind of thing. And we saw that fail last year. We're seeing it fail this year, right now. Obviously, the Jets' offense is not good at all. The Jets' offense is subpar. You see those flashes where you're like, it's kind of like when Bo Jackson broke his legs, and then you would see him like flash every once in a while. That's what you see in Aaron Rodgers right now. You see those fucking, sometimes he hits those balls to Garrett Wilson, or sometimes he has a piss missile to fucking Lazard and they drop it. Or it's just a fucking one-time play where they have that 120-yard play and then they can't score in the end of the red zone. You know what I mean? And that's the difference between Rodgers this year and 2021 or whatever, when they had like the gold zone, quote unquote. Because Rodgers was dialed in, and they also had Matt LaFleur, so that's like, offense is like way crazier, and Nathaniel Hackett probably didn't have that much responsibility. But even still, you should have that semblance of, okay, I'm a fucking amazing quarterback. How am I struggling right now? How is it possible my offense is worse than it was last year? How is that possible? We have a Hall of Fame quarterback, 2 wide receiver ones. You know what I mean? Breece Hall, Braylon Allen. Like, this offense, the offensive line, everything that's there is insane. It's insane. So the fact that the offense is worse this year, that can't happen. So I'm really glad that it happened. What is it, the 5th game? Something like that? Yeah, the 5th game, week 5. I'm really happy that it happened now and not fucking wait until a trade deadline or fucking week 10 when the Jets have fucking 4 wins. You know what I mean? Thank God that they got them done now. It's just going to be really fucking interesting Monday night what happens. Like, what do you do right after your coach gets fired, What do you do fucking a week out? The next fucking week, how do you come out? How do you respond? I'm really interested to see. I can't wait to see what they get up to. So I'm really looking forward to it. I don't really have many other thoughts on it other than that I'm really excited. I'm very happy that, like, look at this. Look at this shit. This is ridiculous. Zach Wilson, Mike White, Aaron Rodgers. So I don't want to think about the Jets. It'll make me sick. But, I don't really have any other thoughts on it but that. But I'm excited. I'm super fucking hyped for Monday night now because the Bills just lost, and now it's a fucking first place game. So if the Jets win, we'll be tied for first place. So let's go Jets. Keep it fucking rolling. Hopefully this brings good vibes to the franchise. And yeah, baby, I'll catch you guys later. Tune into the streams, tune into everything.